One of my favorite exercises to teach for the low back is called the founder's pose. And the way I like you to do the founder's pose is really 3 positions. You're going to work up to the strengthening founder's position. But initially you're going to do a passive stretch, then you're going to do an active stretch, and then you're going to actually work on strengthening your body. Essentially you're saying, hey, we're going to do something. Hey, let's warm up for this. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to actually go into that active stretch. This exercise is really phenomenal if you have low back pain or low back weakness. Essentially, you're teaching your body to strengthen, to pivot at your hips, and you're doing it multiple times throughout the day, which means that you're giving yourself that mental cue that says, hey, I should have my shoulders on the top of my hips, whether I'm seated or I'm standing. You're strengthening your body and you're giving yourself those mental cues that you should be in this really great upright posture. So here's how it is, really simple. You're going to be in a passive stretch, then you're going to move into an active stretch, and the last position is you're going to go into that strengthening founder's pose position. It looks very similar to a chair sit in yoga, but it's not. It's actually closer to the middle of a deadlift. You're activating more of your low back and more of your hamstrings than the actual quads, which is what you would activate in a chair pose in yoga. So here's how it is. First position, you just bend forward, passive stretch. You're not reaching for your toes, you're just bending forward. And you're going to hang out here for about 10 seconds. 10 to 20 seconds is the most ideal, 20 seconds would be the longer one. After you've been here for about 10 to 20 seconds, you're going to reach your hands forward, bend at your knees, but you're going to put your hips behind you. In this position, you really are actively pushing your hips back and reaching your hands forward, so you should feel this nice activation of everything. The last position, you're going to go into the strengthening. I like you to bring your hands towards your chest as if you were doing a push-up and you were on the ground. So you pull your hands back, you pivot at your hips, and you come back up. Now, between your hips and your chest, you should be at about a 90-degree angle. You're coming up and you're really kind of focusing on being as strong as you can in this position for about 20 seconds. That head is going to be pulled back, your shoulders are back, and your low back and your hips are going to be activated. Again, the more you do this, the more you're going to strengthen. And again, you're telling your body, hey, be in a good upright posture against